another daffodil that has a long stem, but that doesn't matter, and kind of bring it down to there. And I'm just going to keep kind of doing it. I don't know if you guys can see this properly because I think I might be a bit too far away from the camera, but anyway. So you'll see that actually with my bunch, all the flowers aren't stuck up here. It's, you know, sort of they come all the way down to the vase level. And that's really, really important. I think one of the most important things when doing a hand tied is it's obviously very easy to do it from like a one-dimensional level. So when you have your bunch of flowers, you just kind of lay them on top and everything's kind of, you know, they're all stood like soldiers. What I think is really important is to finish off a bunch with what I call a skirt, which is basically, so you don't want any of the stems showing once they're in a vase. So any kind of scraggly bits, you know, any bits like this, just actually, you can literally just tuck them in. As long as they're in water, it's absolutely fine. You just want to create a bit of a skirt. So once it's in the vase, it kind of flows over, it's not just stiff stems. So I'm almost done with this bunch actually. I'm just thinking I'm going to put another daffodil in here, because this bunch is, this bit is a bit bare. And I'm going to keep him a bit higher, you see. I'm going to keep him a bit higher just because I want him to be seen once he's in a vase. Then I'm going to finish off with the narcissi on this side. So, I don't know if you can see, but this is my bunch so far. So I've got kind of the taller flowers sort of actually sticking out a little bit because they want to be seen, and then the form slowly brings round, really tucking these guys in. And then the last bits, any kind of spindly bits like my summer snowflake, which I haven't yet put in, I'm going to save at the end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to thread these through just to finish it off. So if you see him poking out. So I'm going to put 3 in. I'm going to put 1 there, always working in like a triangle. And I'm going to put 1 top here, if you can see. And then I'm going to put 1 more in the other corner down here. And I think that is pretty much my hand tie done. This corner is also looking a bit bare, there's lots of stems, so I'm going to bring a daffodil and I'm going to bring it down like that. So once you think you've actually finished your bunch, just hold it up to eye level and look at this bit. So just kind of keep twisting it. Any bits, anything when there's a lot of stems, just think, right, that needs another bit of flower there. Even like a bit of spirea, I'm just going to bring that out so it kind of hangs out here. And then what I'm going to do is, once we're happy with the bunch, you're going to take your string, or in my case raffia. Now this can be the quite hard part, to be honest, because once you've got a full bunch of flowers, it's really, really hard to do the string. So easiest way to show you is, I have my bunch in my left hand, okay? The middle finger will act as anchor. So what's the easiest thing to do is to thread it through your finger, anchor it down. If you tip your flowers upside down, like an umbrella, and just wrap it round twice, like that, like an anchor, then you're just going to lay them down and just tie them very simply in a bow or a dot. And then we want to cut the stems, but the key is as well is not to cut the stems too early, because what a lot of people do is they'll actually finish their hand tie, they're really happy with it, they're like, yeah, amazing, and then they'll chop the stems, and then they look at the vase and they're like, oh, the stems are too short for the vase. So at this point, you grab your vase, which I just pop here, and you want to see how long the stems want to be. So for this, I'm actually going to cut them actually longer than I think that they actually need to be, because you can always trim them. So just cut them in a straight line. This has got quite a narrow thing, so I think that might be, oh, it's actually fitted. Great, first time. Into something like that. Now, once it's in, you can either leave it tied, but as you can see, it's a little bit kind of squished in. So what I'm actually going to do is, I mean, if I was giving it as a present, I would give it as obviously tied with some brown paper around. But what you can do is, once it's in the vase, you can actually cut the string once it's supported. Actually take it off, and then kind of style it once it's in. And that way the flowers can flop, they can breathe, the flowers can really speak for themselves into a beautiful vase of flowers. Now, almost done. Once you have the vase, again, always twist it, you can always move bits around, you can always put some more flowers in, like I'm going to put another hellebore here. So for the side, it needs to be quite low. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it at an angle, quite short, and I'm just going to put it in around here. Again, I might put another one here, just because I collected loads yesterday. I'm going to cut him off. Again, any kind of like not very nice leaves, any leaves that are slightly wilted, just trim down. Put in here, there's a bit of a, so you can see there's a bit of a gap there, which I don't like, so I'm going to grab my very last daffodil, slightly to the end, part the flowers, I'll put it in. And there you have a spring hand-tied, all from the ingredients of your garden. So, at the end of this, I would absolutely love to see what you guys have made. As I say, everyone's sort of style is completely different. Floristry is all about